What's up, nerds? I'm Kendrick, your not-so-friendly neighborhood otaku, and welcome to my channel where I talk all things anime, manga, manhwa, and webcomics. If that's the type of thing you're into, then subscribe because I'll put one video out every Thursday to Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard, and 2 to 3 shorts of anime commentary out every Monday to Wednesday, also at 1 p.m. Today I'm going to be showing you not only everything I bought at Anime NYC, but also some of the cool things that I saw. If you've never been to Anime NYC before, I'm going to insert an aerial shot here so you can see not only how crowded it is, but also how many booths there are. This year, the Javits Center was only about half rented out, and they're planning to rent out the entire place next year. So I'm assuming that means there'll be more vendors next year, as well as more space for those vendors to spread out because some of the booths were pretty small. Starting off first though, for some reason the military was there. There were the Marines having people do pull-ups and push-ups, and the Army was doing like a 360 video camera of people's cosplays. The FBI was also there, but that makes a little bit more sense considering the tech element, and the person at their booth was dressed as Lloyd Forger, so I thought it was actually really fun that they were there, even though, again, no idea why. The first thing that I bought when I was there were actually reusable press-on nails from a store called Sailor Meow. I got these multi-tone longer nails and these shorter white and pink nails with some smaller designs on them because it's really hard for me to wear long nails for a long period of time. The next thing I bought was from a booth I believe is named Impulsive Creativity. They had a bunch of D&D stuff. I'll put in a video clip here so you can see. One of my friends is such a big fan of D&D that she ended up starting a D&D social program at her work as a social worker. I bought her this necklace which has a bunch of different type of dye, and it's in a color that she usually wears or accessorizes with. There were a lot of people who were extremely brutal when it came to the art they created this year. Like this person who made one of the changing photos from Nina to Alexander to their combination. Yeah. So there's that. Another artist whose name is Sleepy Fortress I got some cool prints from, but they also had these RIP coffin anime character acrylic keychains. From them, though, I ended up buying this Corazon print and this Choso print. I personally like the somewhat distasteful RIP to an anime character designs. I just didn't get any of those keychains this year. One of the new booths this year was for a card game called Senpai and Sake. They had a bunch of their cards out on the table so you can kind of get a feel for what the playthrough would feel like. My friend and I liked it enough to get the card game and its expansion pack because they were running a sale. Of course, I'm gonna take advantage of that. There were some absolutely insanely gorgeous and expensive figures that they were showing at Anime NYC this year too. They had this massive Gaara figure, and that's what my friend was cosplaying as, so we were like, oh my god, you have to get it, but you cannot fit that figure in a New York City apartment. That's just not possible. They had this Luffy and Ace figure, which was really cool, but also like $3,000. And then I saw this Ace versus Teach figure at like 2 or 3 different locations. They also had a couple of figures from Mandalorian, including just a standalone Grogu statue, and a couple with the Mandalorian and Grogu that were so cute. There's also this giant Fighting Titans figure from Attack on Titans with a tiny Mikasa on top of one of them that was really gorgeous and cool, but again, probably over $3,000 and not something that I am personally going to buy or that I have the space for. One thing I didn't buy, but as a Star Wars fan am interested in, is someone was selling custom-made lightsabers. This booth was for DX Sabers, and you can customize your lightsaber to like the most minuscule detail. It was beautiful. Unfortunately, the Crunchyroll exhibit at Anime NYC was the exact same exhibit they had at Comic-Con. If you didn't see my New York Comic-Con video, this dome is supposed to show you what it's like inside of Gojo's domain expansion Infinite Void, and I'll put the video in here too.
Domain expansion. Infinite Void. strongest jujutsu sorcerer. As a living organism, he's on another level.
Another booth was selling ocarinas from Legend of Zelda, Ghibli, Sailor Moon, basically a bunch of different shows, along with sheet music for some of those shows as well. The name of that booth was STL Ocarina. The STL, I'm just assuming, stands for St. Louis. I don't know if it stands for something else. I ended up buying this ocarina, which is modeled after Sailor Moon's Heart and Moon Compact. I will try to learn the Sailor Moon theme song that they gave me when I bought this ocarina, but right now it's just annoying my cats. My gallery wall in my bedroom is already pretty full, so I didn't want to buy any prints that I would be hanging up here. So I ended up buying some stickers by Carla V. Cross. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce this name. And these are the stickers that I bought from them. Although I wasn't planning to buy any art prints because the space in the bedroom to hang them is gone, one of our bathrooms does have like creepy themed art. By creepy themed art, I'll just show you what we have. This piece at an event that promotes safe sex work, and I think the funds went to help bail people out who were being criminalized for the job that they had. And this piece, I'm trying to get it without a glare, I got at the Ren Fair. So I got this art print by Babs Webb. Dungeon Meshi, or Delicious Dungeon photo op, had some little props that you can use in your photo, so I obviously took pictures with that. I only went to Anime NYC on Saturday, so I ended up going to 2 panels for Zom 100 and Undead Unluck. There really wasn't anything great in those panels, although we did get to see episode 10 of Zom 100. I believe it was on Sunday when they aired the first episode for A Sign of Affection, so I really wish I would have gotten a 3-day pass so I could have seen that. It seemed like at Comic-Con there were a lot more things that you could participate in and do, whereas with Anime NYC it was mostly walking around and buying things. In total, I believe I spent around $130 just to give you an idea of what everything cost. Overall though, it was a lot of fun and I really enjoy having that time to hang out with friends and seeing other people who share similar interests to me. That is all for today though, and I will see you next time.